CM. I Latel, everyone, and welcome. I'd like to thank everyone who joined us today on this powerful day of healing and reconciliation. Today we stand here on Tsawwassen First Nation territory. Today we gather in the spirit of truth and reconciliation, relationship, and community. At this time, we'll begin in a good way with a welcome song. I'd like to call forward Tahuilam to start us off in a good way. Bryce Williams.
OCM, Nitsa. Welcome here, everybody. Good to see so many people here in support of the walk today, and really happy that we'll be able to spend some time together. OCM, welcome here.
Thank you, Tahuilam, for that beautiful, powerful song and starting us off in a good way. When we sing our songs at beginnings of events, it's to welcome family, friends, and guests to our beautiful land, our beautiful nation. As we look around, it's so vast and beautiful here. It is also When we sing the songs, it's great healing for us, to our nations and friends and everyone who showed up, and also calls our ancestors. Once again, thank you, Taquilam. At this time, I'd like to call upon Quistania Ruth Adams to lead us in a prayer. We also do prayers to help heal us in the day of this event. Quistania.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to see you all wearing our t-shirts. Yahoo! I'm so happy to see all of you here. And just in case, I want to welcome all of the people in Delta and other places that I've invited you to come out to be on our land with us. Because I see there's a lot of people here, and I do a lot of work at Delta and Vancouver. So if you're all here and you came because I invited you, thank you for coming. Yesterday I did the Sundar Prize for Landmark Cinemas, and they're very interested in having our youth come and do films with them. So I thank you for them and all of the people that I have met in my Great Blue Heron Way. So I'll say my prayer now, but I just wanted to say thank you to all of the friends that have come, because I've met you somewhere. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Creator, bless this beautiful day on this beautiful land and water that we all live on. Bless all of the people here that live on traditional territories of First Nations. Let them know that they are a part of us, and that they are welcome to First Nations, especially Sawasan is so proud to have everyone be with us as we are progressing with our nation, and all of our members. They're all come home. And we thank you to our chief and executives for doing the treaty and welcoming home all of the mothers, sisters, grandmothers, great-grandmothers back here to their home in Sawasan First Nation. So I thank you, dear Creator, for all of these wonderful people coming here to do this walk with us. We are finally making a little bit of progress. We do the welcomes to our land, and now we have the day off for all of the people in British Columbia. So thank you, dear Creator, for all that you've done to bring us all together. So we thank you for this day, and all of the children here, and all of you that are going to be walking. It means a lot to me. I'm an old elder here now, but I can still walk and I can still use my brain. So thank you all for being here, and thank you, Creator, for bringing them all here to be with us on this day of reconciliation, that we can be together and start to get to know each other in a really good way, the way our ancestors taught us to do. I thank you in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. All my relations, north, south, east, and west.
Thank you, Quistania, for that beautiful prayer. We will now hear opening remarks from Chief Squanasot, Chief Cassidy.
I'd like to begin by saying, Misak Kokwelam, welcome to the lands of the Twasan people, where we've lived since time immemorial. It is powerful to see so many gathered for this walk to mark the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. I want to take a moment to thank our distinguished guests the Honorable Jill McKnight, who flew here from Ottawa. She's out here somewheres. MLA Ian Patton, I think he's out here too, yeah. Mayor George Harvey, and Dr. Carol Inns from Delta opposes violence against everyone. And I think we have a few other council members out there too. It means a lot to our nation to have you with us today for this event. Your dedication to our people does not go unnoticed, and it helps us all move truth and reconciliation forward together. This is a day of reflection, of learning and listening. Truth and reconciliation is not just about looking back, but about looking forward, carrying the stories, the history, the truths of Indigenous peoples with us as we shape a better future. As an urban treaty nation, Tsawwassen holds a place in this work. Our geographic location has given us the opportunity to provide leasehold housing solutions that welcome people from many walks of life to join us. We are grateful to see our leasehold community here today walking alongside us. And we also appreciate all the other members from the surrounding Delta and surrounding communities who have joined us here today. Your presence shows that reconciliation is not just a one-sided journey. It is something we build together, step by step, shoulder to shoulder, just as we are doing on this walk. I also want to extend my heartfelt thanks to our partner for this event, Central Walk, whose support has made this day possible. Your commitment to reconciliation and community means a great deal to us. So as we begin this walk, let us carry with us the spirit of truth, the importance of listening, and the understanding that reconciliation is a shared path. Together, we can keep moving forward. Hi, Sepka.
Thank you, Chief Swamasat, for the opening us in a good way in our opening remarks. It is a great honor to have our leader here today supporting this day with everyone here. As I can see, our friends, our family, new ones that come here to support us. There's so many that showed up today in supporting us today. And I really thank everyone for showing up today and joining hands with us on this heartfelt healing day. At this time, I would like to reflect on what this day is about. Today is about truth, acknowledging the painful history of residential school, day school, and 60 scoop, and the impact that continues to be felt by the survivors' family and communities. It is also about reconciliation. The work we all must do together to create a future built on respect, healing, and justice. On this day, I don't normally speak on myself, but for the ones who don't know me, I am Kweekwaluk. My English name is Daryl Splopton Jr. On my grandparents' paternal side, I am the son of late Uquamelton, Daryl Splopton Sr. I am the grandson of late Splopton, Joseph Splopton, and Kwekimasot, late Kwekimasot, Alvina Splocton, Nee James, from Staelis. On my maternal side, I am the son of Virginia Splocton, Nee Adams, and the grandson of late Lloyd Adams from Lytton, and the late Amy Adams, Nee Edmonds from Ashcroft. My late grandpa, Joseph Splocton, was a survivor of Seashelt Residential School. And my late grandma, Alvina Splocton Nee James, was a survivor of St. Mary's Residential School. I also have an uncle living today that briefly went to a residential school, Terry Splocton. My late father-in-law, Coquette Gordon Peters Sr., was a survivor of Seabird Day School. That just shows a little bit on how we have an impact on our nation, on just one person. That's just a little bit of my story. Each and every one of us has our own story to tell. To begin, we welcome our Truth and Reconciliation keynote speaker, Quintil Tanat, Kim Baird.
Haichka Aitnatel, that means good morning. Can everyone say Aitnatel? It's so great to see you. I can't believe how many people are here. How many people have been here before? And how many new people do we have? Well, welcome to each and every one of you. It does our heart good to see so many people standing together. My name is Kim Baird, and I'm the Chief Administrative Officer of Tsawwassen First Nation. My ancestral name is Quintil Tanat. That comes from my great-great-great-grandfather, Quintilam, from Tsawwassen. So I want to begin by offering my gratitude to our dignitaries who've joined us, to our guests who stand beside us, and to our Chief and Executive Council for granting me the honor of addressing you all today. This day, Truth and Reconciliation Day, is more than a date on a calendar. It's more than a day off. It's a day of reflection, a day of remembrance, and a day of learning. It's a time to open our hearts to truths that are difficult to hear and sometimes even harder to understand. But it's also a day to hold on to hope, because from truth comes healing, and through reconciliation, we can walk forward together. For Tsawwassen First Nation, reconciliation is not just an abstract idea. It is something we have lived, something we have chosen, and something we continue to practice every day. More than 16 years ago, after decades of negotiation, our people entered into a treaty with Canada and BC. This treaty was our path to reconciliation, with governments at least, and our way of building a relationship that had been broken. I just want to introduce my daughter Naomi, who's standing beside me as my support. Got to start them young and got to keep her with me so she doesn't go back to bed. The treaty was not an endpoint. It was a beginning that gave us the tools to heal, to govern ourselves, and to stand proudly in our territory as partners with our neighbors. It was our way of saying we are still here and we will walk forward side by side. And that is what reconciliation truly means. It's not a one-way street. It requires patience, humility, and effort from all who walk the path. Sometimes it is hard. Sometimes it asks us to face truths that are uncomfortable. But reconciliation, like our treaty, is about working together and creating something stronger than what came before. Through our treaty, we've built homes, created partnerships with businesses and port operators, and established Tsawwassen Mills and Tsawwassen Commons. We've provided affordable housing, not just for our members, but for the broader community. We've created opportunities, jobs, and essential services. We've become an economic driver in this region. All of this has been made possible because we chose reconciliation, and because reconciliation chose us in return. Along this journey, we have also had the privilege of working with partners who share in that vision. Today I want to recognize Central Walk not only for sponsoring today's lunch, but for their ongoing commitment to reconciliation. They have walked alongside Tsawwassen First Nation as a true partner, showing that reconciliation is not just about words, but about action, respect, and building relationships that last. What we have accomplished here at Tsawwassen is just one example of what reconciliation can look like across this country. If Canada can learn from our journey, then perhaps we can imagine a future where reconciliation is not feared or resisted, but embraced as a path toward prosperity, respect, and healing for all peoples. So today, as we begin this walk together, I ask you to carry this thought with you. Reconciliation is not finished. It is not an event. It is a journey that demands each of us, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, to walk side by side, hand in hand, in honesty and respect. We will never forget the painful truths of our past, but we will always strive to move forward in strength, in unity, and in hope. With that, let us take these next steps together. Let us walk not only in solidarity for today, but with commitment for tomorrow. Haichka, Haisapka.
Thank you, Quintil Tanat, for sharing your words and vision. Next, we will welcome Honorable Jill McKnight, Minister of Veteran Affairs and Associate Minister of National Defense.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the kind introduction and for inviting me to be a part of this special day. I want to begin by acknowledging this beautiful morning, this extraordinary land, and the waters that carry this year's strong Sakai salmon run. These are the lands and the waters that Tsawwassen First Nation has cared for since time immemorial. I wish to thank Bryce Williams for his welcome song, Elder Ruth Adams for her prayer, Chief Swamasat for her words, and to Kim and our MC for sharing their experiences. It is wonderful to see so many people here today. The combination of Indigenous voices that are grieving, healing, and sharing their strength with the many non-Indigenous people who are here to recognize the essential role we all have as we walk this path of reconciliation. This morning, stories are shared about the pain and horrors of residential schools, traumas that happened in our past, and some not so far past us, but which are still, the impacts are still experienced today. Truth and reconciliation is not about the past. It's about the challenges that families and communities continue to face today, and it's also about building a future that's different for our country. Looking at this gathering, I see hope. I see strong Indigenous children and families. I see allies from all backgrounds and communities coming together. This is building a path forward, and while it will take years, we recommit ourselves to it every single day. This day allows for every Canadian, Indigenous and non-Indigenous alike, to grapple with our history, to honor those who were lost, and to support the survivors. The Government of Canada has made historic investments in Indigenous priorities, including healthcare, housing, infrastructure, language, culture, and traditional knowledge. And we know that reconciliation goes far beyond the calls to action. It is a shared and ongoing responsibility that requires all of us to listen, learn, and commit to never repeat the mistakes of the past. Reconciliation is not a sentiment. It's a commitment paired with meaningful action. It's lifelong action and a way of life. And more work remains to be done. It is a privilege to stand with you today at Tsawwassen to honor the children who never returned home, the survivors who carry the truths of the past, and the families and nations forever changed by our history. We will carry their stories with us in our hearts and our actions. Thank you for the invitation to participate with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister McKnight. In our nation here, one of our protocols we use is for gifting is blankets. Blankets are held very powerful in our nation in our ceremonies and our thank yous. We now invite our member of the Legislative Assembly, Ian Patton.
Good morning, everyone, and what a fantastic turnout, and we're blessed with some beautiful weather this morning for our walk, and good to see so many people here that I know, and people that I've known for many years with Tsawwassen First Nations. My name is Ian Payton. I'm the MLA for Delta South, and I'm humbled to be here with you today and honored to be the provincial representative for Tsawwassen First Nations in Victoria. Today we mark the 5th National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. It's a day dedicated to reflecting and learning together about the enduring legacy of residential schools and the ongoing journey of reconciliation. It is a time to learn about the tragic and painful legacy of these schools and understand how their impact continues to shape the lives of Indigenous peoples today. In 2015, 10 years ago, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission revealed difficult truths that many of us had not fully confronted: the systemic injustices and lasting wounds caused by residential schools, which separated children from their families and erased Indigenous languages, cultures, and identities. The Commission also released 94 calls to action that offer a clear roadmap toward healing justice and meaningful change, but there remains much work to be done. As a community, it is important that we affirm the importance of community-led initiatives and Indigenous leadership in guiding reconciliation efforts. Reconciliation is also a shared journey, one that involves all British Columbians walking together in solidarity, reflection, and purposeful action. As the MLA, my commitment is steady on the journey with members of the Tsawwassen First Nations and with our community. So on this day, let us together honor the memories of those who suffered, recognize the resilience of survivors, and celebrate the strength of Indigenous communities. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you, MLA Payton. Next, we welcome the Mayor of Delta, George Harvey.
Well, good morning, everyone. On behalf of Council and the City of Delta, it's an honor to join the Tsawwassen First Nation for this National Day for Truth and Reconciliation Walk. Thank you to Chief Laura Cassidy and the Executive Council for welcoming me to take part in today's ceremony. I'm joined by my council colleagues, Councillor Rod Binder, Councillor Daniel Boisvert, Councillor Jesse Dosange, Councillor Jennifer Johal, Councillor Alicia Guichon, and Councillor Dylan Kruger. On Orange Shirt Day, we reflect on the devastating legacy of Canada's residential school and its enduring impact on Indigenous families and communities. We remember the children who never came home. We stand with survivors and their families, acknowledging their resilience and reaffirming our support for their healing journeys. Today we wear orange as a tribute to Phyllis Webstad, whose story has become a powerful symbol of the stripping away of culture, language, and identity experienced by thousands of Indigenous children. It is important to recognize all the children impacted by the residential school system Every child matters reminds us of the precious lives lost, the resilience of survivors and their families, and our responsibility to ensure these truths are never forgotten. The City of Delta is committed to advancing reconciliation in working with the Tsawwassen First Nation and the Musqueam Indian Band to foster understanding and to promote healing. As we walk together today, we acknowledge the resilience of First Nations communities, especially survivors of the residential school system. Let us carry forward the responsibility to listen, to learn, and to act in the spirit of reconciliation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor George Harvey. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Carol Enns from the Boundary Bay Quilter Guild.
Good morning. Last year I attended the walk for reconciliation and truth and reconciliation, and I wore a quilt that was made by a member of our Boundary Bay Quilting Guild. I had so many lovely comments that we decided as a group we would like to make another one and gift it to the Tsawwassen First Nations people. I also represent Dove. Dove is an Delta organization that comes together to reduce relationship violence, including violence against women, men, elder abuse, date abuse, and same-sex relationship abuse. We are involved in many projects such as the emergency care kits, and we like to attend community events. So with that, I would like to present this beautiful quilt to the Tsawwassen First Nations people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Enns, for that beautiful gift. Dr. Enns and the Boundary Bay Quilters Guild for this heartfelt gift. As you see, our Chief Swamisat took upon, on behalf of TFN, to hold the blanket. At this time, we'll hear some safety protocol reminders from the Delta Police Department. Chad.
Hello, good morning. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay. Hello. Hello, good morning. My name's Chad. I'm with the Delta Police. I'm the liaison officer for the TFN community. And I'm just going to touch on two important safety points while we do our walk today. So it's going to be very similar to last year where we leave left here, go down Blue Heron, across Sailor Sea, and then around the mall. While we're doing so, please everybody stay on the sidewalks. We will not be closing any roads down, so there will be a lot of vehicle traffic. So it's very important that everybody stays on the sidewalks this year, please. The second note is that there will be some officers at various intersections along the way to stop the cars so that people can walk through as a large group. If you do get to an intersection where there are no officers there anymore because they've had to move on to the next intersection, please press the button and cross the road like you normally would. Very important that you wait for the lights to change. Don't try and catch up to the group in front of you, okay? Thank you very much. Please remember to stay on the sidewalks at all times this year.
Thank you, Chad, from representative from Delta Police Department. Reconciliation is not the responsibility of one group or one community. It takes all of us, nations, governments, families, and individuals walking side by side. We will now begin our walk for reconciliation. This walk is more than steps we take together. It is a symbol of the reconciliation in our journey. Every step we take today honors the survivors, remembers those who did not make it home, and carries our commitment to walk forward with truth in our hearts, in relations. We invite everyone to walk together in solidarity. Our first step will be at the house post on the corner of 52nd Street and Highway 17. And from there, we will continue on to entrance 3 at Tsawwassen Mills Mall, where we will gather for words, entertainment, and lunch. We would now like to ask for a few volunteers to help carry the 2 flags and lead us in our walk. So if we can get a few volunteers. So we will also have a shuttle provided for anyone who would like to take a shuttle and cannot complete the walk. So if you can all turn around, the shuttles will be, we have a shuttle to my right over there, across the street. OTM! I'd like to thank everyone here for joining us on his walk, the ones who were able to take that step forward and helping us heal, and that step forward in creating relations. It is a great honor to have you all here, not only as witnesses, but also guests, as friends, in creating our relationships, in healing on our journey. In Coast Salish tradition, when we gather at our house post, we acknowledge it with the prayer song. The prayer song grounds us in respect, recognize the ancestors, and carry our gathering in a good way. We will now continue with the house post prayer song. Ska Swanson, Victoria Williams will be doing our house post song.
Frank and Angelina's too.
Okay, right. Okay, I'll sing that.
Well, yours was the prayer.
Like the Chief Jan Burgess?
Any song or anything that you want to do.
Okay, okay. so often. Hey, baby, that's my daughter. She gets mad when I drum sometimes, so we'll see how this goes. I was gonna sing the Cedar song because it has lots of language in it, and I feel like that's a part of language revitalization. Did you want to jump? Did you want to? Mommy's gonna sing. Look at all the people. I'm gonna sing for them. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Can somebody else drum and I'll sing? By chance?
What?
I was gonna sing the Cedar song.
Oh, I don't know.
Beat.
Thank you, Scott Swanson, for that beautiful house post prayer song. Next, we will welcome Wapio Quikimasat for a house post song.
How do you say it when they're both here?
Awesome.
Because then they're both got
Before I share a song, I'm going to get up
How do you
and
say
say
this for her?
thank you to everyone who comes support. Thank you, young generation.
Unless Violet wants to
Youngest
go
and
in.
oldest, thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you for this walk and doing with us. Thank you for being here with us. Younger generations going to share this. Another 50 years, share this, continue with this. I want to encourage the parents to continue to teach it the right way as we deal with our money. Sharing our medicine, sharing our teaching. I'm wearing my skate in a good way. Sharing it. Where I come from. I'm not showing it off, I'm just sharing it. Representing who I am and what I am. So I just want to share that. I'm not showing off. Part of the regalia where our ancestors carried. To this day, we still carry the regalia. But again, I want to thank everyone, youngest to oldest, sharing a walk, sharing your medicine. Thank the people who are getting up and speaking, sharing your medicine, singing. It's a big uplift for our community, for everyone. Like our songs, our medicine. So I just want to say a few words, share a little bit how I feel. Thank you again. Hands are up to everyone, youngest to oldest.
Thank you, Wapio and Quikimbasat, for the lovely song that you sang. Just a little explanation on two names that was called. There was three standing here. When we're in public and we announce at a gathering, if a name is carried by two people, they both must stand together. Names that we carry, if another one carries it, they are the same people. That's the explanation on why there was another standing here, because both of them carry the same name. These prayer songs remind us that the house post is more than a carving. It is a witness to our gathering, a reminder of the stories, teachings, and strength of our people. We will now continue our walk to entrance 3, where we will hear words from Central Walk, enjoy entertainment, and then share a meal together. So we'll now make our way to entrance 3.